Mhm.
Why on earth would you do a PhD? What made you do it in the first place? And what's been the most unexpected challenge that you've had?
Yeah, I pursued a PhD in the first place because I wanted long-term flexibility. And so, in the field that I am pursuing specifically of psychology, I won't fan the fuel of the myth that if you get a degree in psychology, it does not mean anything. Like, that is not true. However, to become a fully licensed psychologist in all 50 US states, you need to have the PhD. In certain states, you can become a psychologist with just your master's, but long term, I do not know where I will be. And I wanted to have that flexibility of I can pursue this study. And if my life factors change, it doesn't take away from the work that I've put in to become a psychologist. And so that was a really big factor for me to have that long-term flexibility of I can become this and no one can take that away from me once I have this degree. The thing that probably surprised me the most in pursuing my PhD is the lack of flexibility I have experienced for this time frame in my life. And so it's been this kind of trade-off that I knew there was going to be a trade-off, but I didn't expect it to be this drastic. Time is going to pass no matter what, and I'm never going to get this time back. And that's something that I really hadn't thought about before.
Yeah, it can be quite a culture shock, kind of having your expectation versus reality and going from something like an undergrad or a master's into like a really, really research oriented role like a PhD is
Mhm.
from 0 to 100 and
Yeah.
it can be tough. Yeah, fair enough.
Mhm. Yeah,
But
so the big pieces of inflexibility really have been the financial limitations, the time limitations, and those things occurring at a stage of life where you're supposed to be making a lot of personal growth and development. Um, it's something that I think a lot of people don't anticipate, not being able to get your own apartment on your own when you're almost 30 because you're living on a student stipend. No one tells you about that.
yeah,